came down to the river to do just to hang out. I brought the camera with me. I haven't checked into YouTube for a while, but I've been waiting on a good day to do another personal sun observation. But you need better clouds than this. These are half real clouds and half chemtrail clouds. See, the problem with chemtrail clouds is they create that haze like that metallic film. And what I want to show people is that the sun is from your own personal zenith, however you want to say it. It's one of my new favorite words. But when they're not plastered across the sky like that, the bubbles of the clouds will tell you a lot. I made a Facebook post about this, so some of you might already know about it. See, like the back side of that cloud right there is dark. The inside of it's light. So like everybody, so myself, see the sun's lighting up the inside of my clouds. Now you could travel beyond that cloud and then the sun would follow with you, and the back side of this side of it would be dark and the other side of it would be lit up. So somebody on the other side of that cloud right there is seeing the sun over the top of them in close proximity. The sun is personal to you even in close proximity, let alone somebody that's like 30 miles south of here or north, wherever. So like when you have a bunch of bubble clouds, it's really easy to tell. The sun only lights up the inside of your clouds, yet you can drive down the highway and the sun, the shading in the clouds will change. See, like here's a cloud right here. See that dark cloud right there? The reason that cloud's dark is because it's being blocked by other clouds. And the sun's right there. And just like there's nothing blocking this cloud right here, that bubble white cloud up above me, so it's white. But see, like the bottom of that and the back side of that cloud's dark. Somebody on the other side of that cloud, their backside of it's dark and mine's lit up. So chemtrails really mess up the personal sun observations just because it blankets the sky. So I'm gonna do another video from a moving car that shows it to you. So one day, if you have many bubble clouds in front of one another and one's lower than the other one, the one behind it or lower will be completely gray. So that's why sometimes you'll see the lower hanging clouds will be completely gray. It's because they're not getting any sunlight at all. So if they're getting sunlight, they're in direct contact with, if they're white, they're getting direct contact with the light. So see, that one's gray. It's being blocked by thicker clouds right here. See? But we always come down here. I just swam across the river. Did this video in 480 so I could load it on the internet a little bit quicker, 30 frames per second. But we're down here with the dogs. It's a little river bend. Our house is up that hill towards that neighborhood over there. So one night we came down here and was trying to do a time lapse of the stars because there's no city pollution. We started a fire out here and the cops came out here. It was late at night. And they were going to mess with us. We were having a little fun, and I thought we were going to get in trouble. So I struck up a conversation with the cop telling them we're flat earthers, and they started making fun of us and let us go. So I thought that was pretty slick of myself to know that they would make fun of us and let us go. It came to me really quick. Let's see, what other observation can I make right now from sitting still? Yeah, but see, it's just They're starting to spray a lot of these chemtrails at night, which is starting to bother me. Because then I wake up and I can't get any observations in. I don't know if it's going to be a clear day or not. And it bums me out. But I want to do one from a moving car. You see, like how the backside of that cloud was gray, you'll travel past that cloud and it follows you. The sun follows you down the highway. So if you were driving down the highway and it was a really partly cloudy day, like Simpson clouds. You know how Simpsons start out? That intro is a flat Earth intro. Just like in my Stone Mountain video, the sky is flat just as the land below it, as above so below. Each cloud will get lower and lower and lower. It's not getting lower, it's just getting further away from you in its perspective, just like a hallway or sun feels great today though. Wish it was better. Get a breeze out here. And also, like, one cloud that might be gray, if you see it from a distance down the highway, you can travel to it, and then, because the sun's following you, it will change its shading on it. Like, the cloud will start to get light because the sun's following you. It's coming closer to that cloud. And it's low, it's close, and small and local to each person's zenith. So, they really got the wool blanket pulled over everybody's eyes. Small ring in the sky. The Bible verse, Isaiah 40:22. I came out about that Bible verse, and a long time ago, when I first started thinking about personal sun observations and luminaries and moon, about that Bible verse, and I thought that the circle of the earth was the sun. And I remember, like, ODD commented and other people commented. All these fucking chills came to my page, and I kind of like just blew it off. I was like, they might be right. And then I started thinking that the circle of the earth was the cosmos, that's what circles the earth, and the earth is square. So I thought it was like maybe the celestial sphere is the circle of the earth. But then I'm more convinced after sun gazing that the circle of the earth is the sun. It's like a perfect disc that faced everybody, that's personal to everybody. And after like further looking at the Bible, and reading the Bible, and people demonize the pagan sun worshipping, but I'm starting to find more validity the more as I research and look at the Bible, the more I do sun observations and how it's personal to each one of us. It's hard to deny in my own mind. I know a lot of people might not agree with that and call it satanic or this or that, but I don't really like listen to anybody. I just listen to my own self. I digest the Bible by myself. Sometimes I'll make observations and people will bring scripture to me, but I take what everybody says with a grain of salt, because I'm stupid. The smartest thing I ever did was realize that I was stupid. It's hard to trust what other people's thoughts, because you don't know what kind of knowledge they've acquired or haven't acquired to get to the point where they're going. So I want to get me, my favorite way to look at the sun is those little filters at the top of your windshield in your car. Those, when you look at the sun through those filters, see the backside of that cloud? The sun is on the inside of it. Yeah, but you look through your windshield, at the little blue stuff at the top. It takes a good filter for you to see the perfect ring. It allows you to look at the sun directly if you're not used to the sun gazing. But I figured out that even when the sun is setting and rising, it's already in your area. Like you can tell this by the partly cloudy days, and I think that's why they're starting to spray these clouds. See the back side of that cloud? This side's lit up, that side's not. Back side of the cloud, and you can travel to and from these clouds. They're not far, but like when the sun sets on this horizon right here, when the bubbles are right here, the bubble clouds, even when it's like 4 or 5 o'clock, it's lighting up my inside of the clouds still. It takes a long time for it to cross over these clouds. The sun is always small and close to you, local to you. Start paying attention to that, like how it's shading and lighting the clouds around it. Like, it's very important that you understand that it's personal and it's not dangerous to you. The moon does the same thing, and the moon's even more apparent because it's a lesser light. I keep explaining this. I've repeated myself a lot, but like the moon will only light up the nearby clouds. I've got a meme that I made from this camera in my house hey Janie Bear, that it only illuminates the nearby clouds, but like the people 5 miles down the road from you aren't seeing your clouds, and they're not seeing your moon. It's not that big and far away. You would have to have like a concave Earth to make that possible, and we know that's not true because the Earth is flat and stationary. So concave Earth would be like reverse globe and very moronic. So unless you want to join that cult leader, Lord Stephen Christ, and be an absolute buffoon, go ahead. Yeah, but today's not the best day for this observation. I'm going to bring it out. I want to do it from a car. You can do it from a car. I'd like for people to start sharing these observations. Share it as your own. I don't give a damn. I just want one thing getting out there. The truth doesn't need to be sold. It just needs to be told. What else was I just thinking of? Just thinking of it. Here's Janie. Want to see my dog? We named her after, well, I named her after the girl from American Beauty, Jane. She's a good girl. She swam all the way across the river about a few days ago with me. She didn't want to do it today. So, yeah. Well, one of my favorite quotes is with the Lion King. You know, everywhere the light touches is your kingdom. So, and this huge bird that's over us earlier. But anyway, this video is starting to get a little long. So, get outside, start looking up, start noticing the shading of the clouds. Oh, another observation real quick. Like, say if there's a huge storm cloud and it's rising or setting, the perspective of the sun is personal to you, because you'll see that the other clouds around that dark, like if it's completely being blocked out by like a huge storm cloud, you can look to your far left and right and tell that it's coming from that close spot. Like there's that meme on Facebook, you know, if you think the sun's 93 million miles away, you've probably failed geometry class. So it's a grand design, and everybody sees it personally. It's individual but collective experience. So, but anyway, love, peace, and hugs.